Okay. Let's start the class. So yesterday, previous class we completed the corresponding how to perform bean initialization and distraction, right? So now, so today we will see bean inheritance. Okay, bean inheritance. So in Spring application framework, so we are able to provide more and more number of configuration details, right? When you work with normal the Spring examples, so in normal Spring applications, you are writing some XML files. So XML files containing different configuration details in the bean definitions file, right? So if you want to use if you want to declare bean configuration details in the configuration file, like property configuration and dependency injection related configuration and initialization, distraction, methods, configuration, everything. So you need to mention in the property file. So when you work with these things in the configuration file, so sometimes you are able to get the requirement, you are able to get the situation, like you need to reuse those components until unless it is not a new beans. We have to use, for example, some of the we have a X class and Y class and Z class. So you are using X class in the Y class, and Y class in the Y class we are using Z class, sorry, in Y class you are using X class, and Z class you are using Y class. So if you want to use these bean one class to another class, then we cannot write any, you need to write no need to write any, like different beans in separate. So for example, you have to use same bean, you have to reuse the bean configuration details in another bean configuration, right? Like normal Java classes inheritance. So in Java, what is the inheritance? We have to get the properties and behaviors from parent class to child class. In the same way, if we want to get the bean configuration, we have to reuse the another bean class to another bean configuration details. Then in order to improve the reusability, and in order to reduce the number of configuration in the Spring configuration file, so we have to use declaring the parent and child beans configuration. That is the main concept of bean inheritance. So in the Java, how you are working with the inheritance concept, so you need to get the parent and, sorry, you need to get the properties and behaviors from parent to child. In the same way, we have to reuse the bean configurations from one class to one bean class to another bean class. Then we have to use bean inheritance concept. So to declare any particular bean configuration as a parent to the present bean configuration, right? Then you have to use parent attribute. In the bean tag, you have to, in the bean tag in the configuration file, you have to use parent attribute, and it will identify the respective bean definition. That is the main implementation, what is the required change, and what is the purpose of bean inheritance. Okay, so now let's go and we'll prepare one example. Okay, so let's see. I have to take yeah, let's say this is the example I will take again. So what is the app name? Bean inheritance app. That's all. So here what I have to do, so just to go to application, let's see what is the classes available. Oh, I want to XML file. Fine. Okay. Now let's go to first. Let's say I have taken hello bean class. Hello bean, hello bean class containing two methods. Okay. Let's assume I am taking two properties. Let's say spring, private string. Uh, let's say message private string name. Okay, and I am taking getters and setters. Okay, now now I will take two different methods. What those methods? Public void init method. Okay, init method, what I am doing, just sysout. In the sysout I am writing sysout I am writing. So what is the hello bean initialization. Okay, now I am calling one more method, public void destroy method. Sysau hello bean destruction. Okay, so this is my bean class. Okay, so I have a two properties is containing setters and getters, and I have taken two methods. One is init method and the destroy method. Okay, now I will take one more method. Just I am changing, just I renaming this. Okay, I don't want to change anything. Just I take it. Wish bean containing, again I am taking. So in the wish bean also I am taking same properties. Okay, so it's containing just same properties, but the corresponding implementation, the corresponding messages I'm changing. But here I'm taking one user defined method, public string say. I will take wish method. Okay, in wish method I am taking system.out.println. I'm taking, so I'm not taking any, so I'm not taking any sysout, just return name. So name plus message. So sorry, it should be message plus name concatenation. Okay, string concatenation I am adding. So name plus message plus name I am adding. So here after that I need to I'm taking another class. Okay, let's say control C, control V. This should be welcome bean. Okay, the welcome bean containing same properties. Let's go to wish bean. Okay, so here I am taking same getters and setters, everything same properties I am taking also. Okay, welcome bean containing. Okay, but here the user defined method containing welcome method. Okay, welcome method, and I'm doing same like concatenation message plus name, getters and setters, message name, everything, and init to destroy method is there. But here welcome bean just implementation, the corresponding printouts I am changing for the understanding the which class you are executing. Okay, now go to the corresponding. I have to write configuration file. Just understand the configuration file now. So I am deleted existing one. First I have to write first id equal to what is the class first one, hello bean. Okay, hello I am giving. Okay, now class equal to com dot sudha dot hello bean. Okay, now I will take init method equal to init. Okay, and the destroy method equal to destroy. So your configure your bean definition is done. Now what I have to do next, we have to close the bean. In the bean tag inside the bean I am writing another property tag. Okay, property name equal to, what is the property names, first one is message. Okay, and the value is uh, uh, let's say, okay, okay, simply I'm giving this is Spring application. Okay, now again I need to copy one more time. I need to add one more property. What is the property name? Its property name is name. Correct? In the Pojo classes, in the Bean classes, there are two properties is available. One is message and one other one is name, right? Name I am giving Jack. Okay. So now this is my one of the Bean definition. Now I will do one more thing. Okay, just I will write one more bean tag, bean id equal to what is the second bean I'm taken, welcome. Okay, welcome, and the corresponding class should be com dot sudha dot welcome bean. Okay, next, what I told, we have to use parent tag. Just parent equal to, what is the this main so what is the previous definition already defined, hello. Just assume we can use this is the inheritance concept. See, I'm using existing bean. So here just assume in this bean class I'm using property and I'm giving message. Property name is message and value equal to, just I'm giving welcome to Spring course. Okay, now final we have another bean. What is the bean name? What is the third bean? We have a wish bean. Give wish. Okay, and this class is wish, and the corresponding wish bean is using welcome. Parent equal to welcome. Okay, why? Because the id should be id is, you can parent, we can give the whatever you are referring the bean id, we have to define in the parent. Okay, here again I am taking message, you have to change here see, I'm giving all the best. So my configuration details completed. See, let's assume there are what we are doing in the bean definition file. See, this is my first bean. First bean containing hello bean definition, and it's containing init method and destroy method. Init method is nothing but you have to call it is call it will invoke this method, and the destroy method it will invoke this method, and the corresponding again property tag you are mentioned, one is message and another one is type. You are giving some value. In the same way, this is second bean, a welcome bean. I am giving the ID and I am giving the class, and parent I am referring the previous existing bean. Hello bean I am referring. Okay. Now property name I am giving same message I am giving my custom message, and I am giving here property tag. Okay. Now I am giving third bean, third definition, wish bean. It's containing ID wish, and the parent I am using welcome bean. Okay, welcome bean ID I am using, and I am referring name property. I am providing the message for the value. Okay. Now go to test class. This is the Spring configuration details. Now go to test class. Okay, I am removing everything. So now I will take this time abstract. Now this time abstract application context. Okay, context equal to now new class path application context, and the corresponding com slash Sudha slash CFG slash XML file. Okay. Now we have to get the bean context. Why we are using abstract class? See here, we are changing the implementation. So previously we are using the application context, but now we are using different container object. What is that one? Abstract application context. So now I need to get the get bean context dot get bean. Okay, get bean. We have to use what is the first bean? Hello bean dot class. Sorry, we have to use the ID, right? Let's assume hello. Okay, so this is my ID. I will get the object, and this is hello bean and hello. Okay, you can do the typecasting. Now we need to, what you are doing, simply system dot out dot we can call hello dot get no hello dot in hello we are not taking anything. Okay, so in the hello we are not taking any method. Let's assume public string hello in message. This is my method, and system dot out dot println just. So I'm not printing this one. I'm simply doing the message plus name. Okay, message plus name. Now that's all. I am not doing anything in the test class. Simply I will call hello method. Okay, now I will take small space. Okay, so I will print the next output. Okay, now this time I will get welcome bean context dot get bean. Here I'm passing. Okay, now this time I'm passing welcome. That is my ID in the second bean. So this is welcome bean. Welcome bean. And do the typecasting. Now again I will call welcome welcome dot, where is, here I'm calling one method, yeah, welcome method. See, now this time I will call context dot, register, context dot register shutdown hook. This method is directly available in the application abstract application context. Previously, it's not available. This is some other class. Okay, so now this time let's see, run this example. See here, first application, first hello bean I am created, right? Hello bean dot hello. First of all, hello bean method is a hello bean init method executed. So next again see, welcome bean initialization method is executed, wish bean initialization. Next, what is this? Is Spring application and name added. See, application and message and name concatenation happened. Okay, here go through here. Let's say hello in the hello bean tag. Here go see here hello init method, destroy method, and the corresponding properties you used message and name containing the corresponding concatenation. In the hello method, in the hello bean, you are doing hello method, you are doing concatenation. But here you can see welcome bean already called, and again wish bean distraction, welcome bean distraction, and parent distraction. But you are not calling wish bean, right? Simply in the test class you are created object for hello bean and welcome bean. And moreover, you are in the configuration file, you are not calling init method and destroy method. You are not calling here in the welcome bean, you are not giving invoke method and destroy init method and destroy method, but it's executed already. What is the concept here? Here you are giving the welcome bean tag parent equal to hello. Then in that case, the corresponding init and destroy method will be automatically called. That's why you are able to see welcome bean initialization and welcome bean distraction. So in the same way, you are not calling init method and destroy method in the parent, sorry, wish bean. Again, you are calling parent welcome. You are referring this object. Then automatically the wish bean init method is called and destroy method is called. Okay. But here the corresponding wish bean method is not called here. Wish method. Why? Because you are not created the object for that class, right? If you want to display wish method also, you have to create the method and you can call that one. Now able to understand? Init method and destroy method only hello bean class you declare. In the wish welcome bean and wish bean you declare just parent equal to hello and parent equal to welcome. Then automatically welcome it is in the hello you are giving inheritance concept parent equal to hello. Then you are able to get the init method and destroy method. In the same way, already welcome bean is referring the hello. That's what you are getting. In the wish bean you are calling already welcome, then hello will be automatic welcome automatically called init method. Then parent from the welcome you are getting the init method and destroy method. Why? Because you are getting in the welcome you are already mentioned the parent. Okay, so the corresponding parent child classes child methods, when you are applying parent equal to hello, the tags this attributes automatically applied in the child class also. This is the concept of what is abstract application context. Abstract application context, you will get the those whatever methods is available in the abstract superclass, you are able to get the those properties and those behaviors also in the child class. Are you clear? Are you clear, guys? Okay, so now I will next scenario. Nested beans. Nested beans. What is nested beans? So in the nested bean scenario, right? If you want to declaring bean configuration, another bean configuration is called as inner beans or nested beans. What is the nested beans? If you want to declaring any bean configuration in another bean configuration is called as nested bean or inner bean. In bean class, if you declare any property of like let's say user defined class type, then you have to use bean tag, right? For example, this is the example. If you are using, this is my one class, and in the bean class we have to refer another bean class, you have to use bean tag only, right? So by using bean tag you can declare your user defined bean classes in the XML file. Okay. And one more thing here, if you want to respect to in the corresponding bean tag, you have to refer any properties by using, let's say for example I have a wish bin contain two properties, message and name. If you want to declare message and name properties, then you have to use property tag. I think this one you know already, right? So in this scenario we have to, in this scenario you have to use, how you can use the corresponding, how to use the one bean class to another bean class. Just assume I'm giving sample syntax. This is my beans tag, okay, parent tag. Okay, in the beans tag I'm creating one bean tag, bean. Okay, bean, you can give whatever. Let's assume this is my bean tag, and I closed my bean tag. Okay, in between, what you are doing, let's assume I am taking one property tag. Just as a property tag, in the property name equal to, you can take user, whatever custom class, user defined variable of user defined class type. Okay, and the corresponding inside the property you have to call again bean id equal to customize another bean, and you can give class equal to class name. Okay, this is your exact syntax for how to refer one bean class to another bean class by using nested beans. So bean tag, inside bean tag you have a bean tag. In the inside bean tag you have taken property containing name of the user defined variable object name, and inside property tag you are taking one more bean id equal to class, bean id and the class you can declare. Okay, now see, we can implement the example, then you come to know how it is working mechanism, what is the mechanism of this you know class, I mean nested beans. Now I'm creating a separate object, nested bean app. Okay, now go to the corresponding classes. I'm deleting everything. Test class I'm deleting, without test class remaining classes I'm deleting. Just assume I'm taking one class. Let's say I will take account class. Okay, I will change this time names. So name containing, let's say private string acc number. Okay, private string acc name, account name. Okay, and private string account type private long balance. Okay, this is my attributes, and I will take getters and setters. Sorry, getters and setters. That's all. My toString method anyway we need to take. Okay, apart from that, my Pojo class, my user defined class is ready. So next class I will take employee. Okay, employee class containing private string employee id, private string ename, employee name, private float attribute. I am taking float means salary, esal, private string employee address. Take here, let's understand account. See, inside employee bean class I am taking another bean class. What is the bean class name? Account. Okay, now this time I will take getters and setters first. Okay, getters and setters I am taken, and I am taking one method, user defined method in the employee class. Let's assume public void display emp details. You can take any name. Okay, display employee emp details. What I am doing, simply first I will print all the employee details. System.out println. What is the problem here? Okay, we will see later. Now system.out.println, I will take attributes, all the attributes. Employee id equal to emp, sorry, eid. Okay, now okay, here double quotations missed. Okay, now next I will take, what is the next attribute? I will take the name. Now next, employee salary. So here esal. Now next, address. Okay, now just I will print a small I will take small space here. Okay, now again I will print account details here. Account number, acc dot get account number. Okay, now next, account name. Okay, next, account type, acc dot account type, and account final attribute account balance. Okay, acc dot get balance. This is my I will display my details. Okay. Now go to XML file. In the XML file, first of all, I will declare my, I don't want this one. Okay, here in the bean class, what is my bean class? This is my EMP. In the EMP, what is the bean class name? Employee. So next, I don't want these things. Okay, now here in the property name, what is the property name? First one, EID. EID is E4444. Okay, 4444. Now I will take employee name. Sorry, employee attribute is e name. Next column is e name and value is let's take Jack. Now I will take one more property. How many properties there? 4 properties. So next one is e salary. So e salary is, let's assume 25,000. Okay, now next EADDR address. What is the address? DLR Bangalore. Okay, now here in the bean tag again I will take property tag. In the property tag I am mentioning name equal to ACC. Okay, please understand the concept. Here I am taken directly, I am taken name ACC. Here I am taking bean tag. In the bean tag id equal to account and class equal to com.sudha.account. Okay, now this time what I am doing, simply property equal to, what is the property names? ACCNO account and value equal to, what is the value I am providing? Just type like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, this is my account number. Okay, let's say again I am taking one more property. What is the property name? Property name equal to ACC name, account name. What is the value here? Let's assume this is savings account. Okay, this time I will take one more property. Sorry, name should be, I will take same account name. So this time this is ACC type should be savings. Okay, now again I will take balance. What is the balance amount? Let's assume 30,000. Okay, now your configuration file is done. So here let's assume this is my main employee bean. I declared my employee properties. Inside I am taking one more property tag. Go there. Here inside bean tag you have to take property name variable. See, go to here. See, property name equal to reference object. Okay, reference of sample name I taken account, right? My class is taken ACC. After that again I declared bean id equal to account, bean id equal to account, the corresponding class I declared all the fields. Now how it will work in the nested beans, how it will work, let's assume. See here, instead of abstract class, okay, I will call application context. Okay, apart from that, next I will call employee object. These things everything not required. Okay, employee emp equal to context dot get bean. Okay, get bean. Here this is my id. Okay, and we have to do the typecasting. After that, emp dot get display employee details, and we can call this method. Let's assume what will happen. See here, employee details, employee ID, employee name, employee salary, employee address. See here, employee account details, account number, account name, account type, account balance. So in where you are setting the values, you are not setting any values, right? In the XML file, just you are referring in the employee name. Okay, here employee name, your sorry employee bean, you taken the customized, sorry, the corresponding employee columns. Okay, apart from that, how you are doing, how you are giving the account details in the bean, employee bean, you taken one property, the corresponding name, and the corresponding property tag you declared bean id equal to account, and but you are not telling anything, right? So you are not establishing any connection. But while container doing, while creating the objects, right, first of all, bean IOC container create the object for this class, and it will inject all the properties. In that bean you have taken one more property account equal to, see, in the employee class it will inject account object under this name, and it will find the class name and object, sorry, the corresponding object type, sorry, object id, and all the properties it will inject in this object. Then in the employee class you are using account object, private account acc. Then here you are display your account, right? So in the same way the values will be initialized at the time of uh, IOC container XML file reading. See, your this is happening the nested bean implementation. Okay, so this is bean inheritance. So next topic, bean post processor. Just give me 5 minutes, guys. I will come. I will come. 5 minutes. Sorry guys. So what is the next concept? Next concept is bean post processor. What is that? Bean post processor. So what is meant by bean post processor, right? So in the Spring framework, so if you when you when you create the object for the application context container, then application context container will perform some actions in the background without having any, for example, let's say let's say here employee class is there, right? So in employee class, this employee class you are declared in the bean configuration file. So you are creating the object, or a Spring will creating the object for this employee class? Can you tell me anyone? For employee object, who will create the object in the Spring application? Hmm? Just tell me guys, who will create the object for the employee class in Spring application? So Spring will create the employee object. So what will do? Application context, it will read the configuration file from the, it will read the all the beans definitions from the configuration file. Next, application context will recognize bean classes and create the object for the bean classes. Okay. Here, the corresponding, it will first, it will read the definitions, bean definitions from the employee class, configuration file. From the, after that, it will create application context, it will recognize all the bean classes and it will create the object for that classes. Application context, it will perform initialization by executing the initializing methods. Okay. So when IOC container is shut down, the object will be destroyed. This is the steps internally application context object it will do. Okay. There are, so after that, in the above steps what I have mentioned, bean life cycle, right? If you want to provide any customization over the bean initialization, then you have to use predefined interface provided by the Spring framework, that is nothing but bean post processor. Okay. And what is the purpose of bean post processor? If you want to provide customization over the beans initialization, then you have to use bean post processor. Okay. Post processor is the interface. Okay. Bean post processor is the interface, and it will containing two methods: public void post process before initialization. Okay. It will take object bean comma string name. Okay. This is the syntax of so this is the one of the method available in the interface of bean post processor. Okay. And what is the interface having, and what is the interface corresponding class, interface, that is org dot Spring framework dot beans dot factory dot config dot bean post processor. This is the interface. Okay. This is the interface. In this interface, one of the method is post process before initialization is the one of the method. Okay. And another method is okay. This is the one of the method. This method will execute just before performing the bean initialization, and immediately after bean instantiation.
So before executing init method, and if it will provide custom initialization method, init method. Okay. Now again, I will take one more method, public void post process after initialization, and it will take object bean comma string name. Okay, and it will again throws the same exception. What is the exception? Beans exception. So what is the purpose of after post process after initialization? So this method will execute immediately after perform beans initialization. After executing init method, if you provide custom initialization method for the init method, means in the init method we can provide our customization of custom logic. Okay, that is nothing but bean post processor methods. Okay, now we can go for the corresponding implementation. We can create sample example. After that we will directly jump into so IOC. Okay, before IOC, right, we have to understand these concepts, very important. This is the overall spring core module. Okay, now IOC container is nothing but IOC is nothing but inversion of control. So inversion of control, there are major concepts we have. Before that, I will finish this example bean post processor. After that, directly I will jump into the inversion of control. In the inversion of control, there are two different topics. One is dependency injection, like how many types of dependency injection. You can talk about those things. Okay, that is very important concept, guys. In the spring, everything is doing only dependency injection. Okay, so first I will finish this example. What is the so how what you are doing here? First I will create one class. Bean post processor app. Here first I will delete these two classes. I don't want this. So now after that I will create one class, bean post processor simple and processor IMPL. I'm taking one class. Here I'm taking I will implement bean post processor interface. So this is containing two methods. I implemented all the methods. So in this post process after initialization method, I am taking just control D. Okay, and okay, first of all, as of now I will taking this one. Okay, for time being, just I'm taking one statement here. Okay, now I will take one custom class. What is the class here? I will take this time customer. Okay, customer containing, there are couple of properties: private string CID, private string CNAME, customer name, private string CADDR, customer address, private string customer email, private string customer mobile. This is my these are all my property file in sorry, properties in my customer class. So I will take one default constructor customer. Okay, in the This is my default constructor. So in the default constructor, I am providing some customer bean object created. Okay. Now I will take one init method, public void init method. In the init method, I will provide customer bean object initialization through init method. Okay. Now I will call one more method, destroy method. So customer object destroying through destroy method. Okay. Now I will take Alt Shift S, getters and setters. Okay. Next I will take public void get customer details. Okay, this is my custom method. In the custom method, I will provide my, I will print my variables. Okay, customer details. Now sysout customer ID CID. Okay, customer name C name, customer address CADDR, customer email, customer mobile, okay. See, these are all my properties I am displaying. Now next go to how to write the custom bean configuration file. Okay, first of all, I taken, this is my ID, right? So I will take customer and the class name is customer. Okay, now here I am taking init method equal to init method and destroy method equal to destroy. Okay, now inside this method I will take, this is not required, and let's assume I'm providing CID. Okay, now C name I'm take jug and CADDR I'm taking DLR. Now I'm removing this thing. So what is the issue here? What was the issue? Bean cannot contain context. Bean cannot contain text content. This content type is defined as element only. What is this? Beans correct only, right? Anything issue here?
control X, control V, control S, correct. Now I need to do one thing here. Bean equal to, we have to give, we can inject this class. We need to create the, the corresponding bean IMPL class we have to implement, right? Class com dot sudha dot IMPL class. Okay, so that's all. Here we declared our custom class and we need to declare the corresponding IMPL class. Okay, here in the test class, what you have to do, you can create instead of application context, abstract application context. Why? Because we need to call here context context dot register shutdown hook method I need to call. That's why I take an abstract method. Here you can take customer, okay, customer, shit, copy this customer, customer, customer dot get customer details. Okay, now run this example. See what will happen. So we are getting the error. So cannot invoke object dot get plus because bean is null. Null pointer exception. Where it is. Customer bean object created. This is nothing but default constructor. Bean post before initialization method. Nothing but init method. So during initialization, after that, what is the next step here? Bean. So customer class, go to customer class. Here nothing you cannot do. Okay, init method called, no, go to bean post processor. Here post processor initialization. So here this is the issue. Instead of we forgot the implementing the logic, right, in the customer in the after initialization. So for our final assumption is there, what is that one? We have to do some logic, we have to extra. See, go to here, the what is the purpose of after initialization method, post after process after initialization method. If you want to perform any logic immediately after bean initialization, means after bean initialization happen here, right? So once this method is calling, then you have to do some logic. This method, when it will call, immediately the corresponding object initialization, after initialization immediately it will call this method. So if you want to perform any after object initialization, then you have to write the logic here. You need to write your own logic here. So what logic I'm writing here? Just creating customer, okay, customer cust equal to, okay, here I'm getting this bean, I'm changing the name and this is the name, bean and bean. So from this bean dot, okay, bean dot, okay, sorry. Now typecasting bean customer dot cust dot set mobile, set C mobile I'm setting. Okay, now this time C mobile I'm giving 9849795563. See here I'm setting employee name, sorry, mobile number I'm setting. Returning I am cust attribute, cust object. Now this is my let's say, this is my custom after initialization method. After object is initialized, I need to execute this logic. Okay, so now I will go to next before initialization method. Here what I am doing, simply here just the same thing, bean name. Here just here I am taking the object. Okay, now cust dot set c email. Okay, here I am taking job@gmail.com. Okay, now I am returning cust object. Okay, now let's see what happened. I need to understand, you need to understand the concept. Okay, now I will run this example. See, first of all, when you run this test class, right, first it will call customer bean object created, where it is available, default constructor. Next, post processor before initialization method, where it is available, this method will execute, this one. Okay, next, customer bean object initialization through init method, where you are doing that one, this one, init method called. Okay, next, post process after initialization method, this method will call, okay. Now go to post processor after initialization method, this method will call. Okay, right? After that, what will we do? Direct in the test method, what is the initialization, in the XML file, what you are doing, the corresponding bean, these two beans are initialized. Okay, and the corresponding internal methods is called init method, destroy method, init method. Okay, now in the test class, what you are doing, creating the object for the first customer class, and you are calling get customer details. So see here, customer details, customer ID. In the XML file, what properties you are mentioning? CID, CNAME, address. CID is coming, name is coming, address is came. But in the XML file, you are not setting the values, email address, mobile number, you are not setting the XML file. How you are getting? Can you anyone tell how you are, where are you setting these values? So you are setting in the bean post processor methods. One is email, you are setting the before object initialization, one property you are assigning after initialization. So that's why these two methods are calling, right? Already here, see, these two methods are already invoked. So, and it will create the object for the customer class, it will assigning same object. That's why you are getting same object values. Otherwise, it will return null pointer exception if it is same, if object is not same. Okay, see how it is looks like the bean post processor is implementation. This is the way you have to perform some operation before object creation, before object initialization. Next, once after initialization, then how to implement the logic, you have to use bean post processor interface. Okay, this is the concept of bean post processor. Okay, now next, very important concept, inversion of control. We can call it as, in outside we can call IOC. What is IOC? IOC means inversion of control. Okay, so in enterprise applications, if you want to do any so if you have to write any your request or whatever service providing everything, we have to create some service implementation, you have to provide, right, respect to application. So in the what is the role of inversion of control in the enterprise application? So in the inversion of control is one of the design pattern, right? So IOC is the one of the design pattern. It will make to identify it will do the required identify the services majorly. So what is the purpose of inversion control? It will identify the corresponding service providers, what services is looking for. For example, in the X class, you are using Y object, right? So if you are using dependency injection, the Y object, how it will identify? that step will perform in the IOC container. Okay, what is the purpose of IOC container? Inversion of control. It will check required services or required objects, how to identify by using inversion of controller. Okay, so there are two ways we have to perform IOC, like how it will find the required services in our one class, another class, right? There are two things. One is dependency lookup. Next one, dependency injection. Okay, these two is the IOC containers concepts. So what is those things? One is inversion of control, and the second one is dependency injection. In the dependency injection, there are the different types of is that by type, by name, and setter injection and constructor injection. So how we can perform setter injection and getter constructor injection? We can say tomorrow. Once it is done, we will go. Dependency injection is completed. Next, we will jump into directly the corresponding. So corresponding next dependency lookup and dependency injection is completed, right? So tomorrow I will complete by these topics. After that, directly we will talk about some like different small concept is there. Those are all we can talk about in IOC container. Bean auto wiring, very important concept. Validations. These two topics we can complete and we can finish the Spring core module. Mostly day after tomorrow I will finish this IOC. Will jump into the next module. Okay, this is IOC container. That's what you need to understand the basics. That's why I spend some time. Okay, next module onwards I will go through very fast, so it will not take much time, but very important concepts next modules. Okay, tomorrow we'll talk about IOC container, dependency injection, bean auto wiring. Don't miss this process. Auto wiring is very important concept. Without auto wiring there is no Spring. In the real time, if you want to go to Spring Boot application without auto wiring, we cannot do the projects. Bean auto wiring and validations. These two topics we have to complete and we'll finish the Spring core module. Okay. Please join tomorrow 8 a.m. Thank you guys. Any doubts? Guys, any doubts? Yeah, tomorrow join at 8 a.m. Thank you. Sorry, tomorrow Saturday, right? I forgot one. Okay, you can join 10 a.m. I will take tomorrow class. 10 to 1. Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys. Bye.